Hello everyone, my name is Thirapat Ankundi. I am 9 from D3. What can you do if you are someone who the government uses the mass media to influence your opinion? The answer is you cannot do anything because if you have a different opinion, it will lead to many problems. So today, I would like to talk about the government shouldn't use the mass media in influence public opinion. To make you know how the government uses the mass media in influence public opinion, I am going to show you about 3 subtopics. The first one is misrepresentation or falsification. Next is propaganda. And the last one is blocking public opinion through the mass media. I think everyone will wonder how can the government use the mass media to influence public opinion. As everyone knows, the mass media can be counted as a voice for spreading news or events to citizens. At the same time, it is a means of presenting and the voice of the government as well. The first one is misrepresentation or falsification. The mass media is an intermediary to convey the facts to the citizens, but it was intervened by the government to distort or hide the facts. So there are many influence to public opinion because the lie of the government makes people know the false information, and then it will make conflicts and problems, same as rewriting the history to replace the past history for making people believe in what the government believes. According to www.newsmthai.com, states that the power to intervene the mass media had existed throughout the ages, not only the current government, because of having the mass media can create an image, content, and awaken the public trend. To make it more clearly, I will give an example in 1984 George Orwell about Winston Churchill. He regularly rewrites history, revising old newspaper articles so they are in line with the party's current vision of the truth, and the original articles are tossed in an incinerator, never to be seen again. Next is about propaganda. It is good that the government presents about the news of the country, but it is wrong to make people believe in what the government is saying. The government presents about the information to make the citizens believe in what the government think or do. By using the devotion, loyalty, and ideology of the people to provide protection for the government, same as cultivating a false conscience in order to use the people to empower the government. So this will cause conflicts because if the citizens believe in what the government says, it will make they think negatively to people who have different opinions. According to www.newsmthai.com, states that the government used the mass media to present the magnificent portfolio works both in television and book formats distributed to the public. No TV media dared to criticize the government's work because criticism of the government would immediately be viewed as the opposite. For example, in 1984, George Orwell about the 2 minutes head that Big Brother around the citizens of Oceania to vent their essential anguish and personal hatred towards politically expedient enemies. And the last one is about blocking public opinion through the mass media. As everyone wonders that can you think the mass media block public opinion? Of course, the government uses laws or penalties through the mass media. It will scare the public with the actions of the government and make people don't dare to express their opinions. According to www.voicetv.co.th, says that people will allow physical freedom only when they have to give up their freedom of expression or freedom of opinion. We will see the example from 1984 George Orwell that Big Brother announced that 2 traitors were to be arrested for punishment, which made the citizens don't dare to show their opinion because there is an example of penalties from those 2 people already. I think it's like the situation in Thailand. The mass media always show the people who protest will be arrested, and this is the cause that why people don't dare to show their opinions. It is blocking public opinion to the mass media. In conclusion, the government should use the mass media in a good way to present the news of the country to the citizens, and shouldn't use the mass media in influence public opinion because it is related to the devotion, loyalty, and ideology of the people. So it will lead to conflict, violence, and problem. I think that it is not only the government that has to use the media in a correct way, but the people must use the discretion to choose, listen, watch, and use the media wisely. People can have physical freedom and have freedom of expression or opinion together. Now, my presentation is over. I would like to say thank you for your attention and goodbye.